I'm Dave Sarder, baby. I am in the midst of Wales for Rock Radio UK, speaking with the legendary King Kraken.
Hey! Hello.
Well, hello guys.
Hello.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I think I last saw you at Stone Dead, where you were telling me all about your new album you couldn't tell me about.
That's right. Indeed, yeah. We've got a new album coming out.
That says a lot, doesn't it?
We won't go into that. So, I mean, you've been fairly busy. We'll start with Chainsaw Savior. Seems like it came out ages ago.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
It does feel like it was
last year.
Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah, it came out November 15th, so that was like the start of the new album, so to speak, doesn't it? But so, we chose to do 4 singles this one, so it seems like a bit longer.
Right.
So yeah, Chainsaw Savior was the first one. Done the video for it. All went well, didn't it?
Oh, brilliant, yeah.
The song kind of, how would you say, the song was like a bit of just like, it was just given to us, wasn't it? Mark in the practice, he's like, I got this chorus, put a song to it. And that was it, wasn't it? Basically.
Yeah.
So, it was,
That's exactly what happened.
it was good.
Yeah, so I've listened to the album a few times, and it feels more coalesced and more concentrate now from your previous album. Would you say that's about right?
Yeah, definitely is.
Yeah.
Yeah. We basically, with this album, from the start, the idea was to sort of make the writing more taut, sort of strip out any unnecessary bits and, focus on. We wanted to make sure that we wrote some radio-worthy tracks. And yeah, I think ultimately we ended up with an album that is pretty much full of them, and there's a lot more light and shade as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
More texture,
A lot more texture, very, very riffy.
I think it's just better.
I think it's the evolution of our writing for certain,
Yeah.
compared to the first album where we were finding each other, and this time we were finding our sound, and I think we've done that on this album.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
So, was it an easy process getting together to write the second?
I think the second album was easier than the first one.
Yeah.
We had a goal, we knew what we wanted. We wanted the radio play and everything, and we just wanted to just trim the fat. And we did. Literally, we've trimmed the fat too.
Yeah.
So, it's...
I didn't like to say anything on record, but you are looking fairly trim, guys.
We're on a health kick now.
You are?
Yeah. So, getting fit for the tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, the album...
I think everything with this album has just come about easier, though, hasn't it? I think whether that's because we know what's coming now, or whether that's because sort of, on the first album we didn't really have much of a clue. Like, you know what I mean?
I think
we learned a lot with that first album, didn't we? At the end
Definitely.
of the day? And I think what we took from that first album was that we just need to kind of condense the songs a little bit, bigger choruses, and just finding our groove. Like,
We know each other works a bit better this time around as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you two seem to be locked in quite well on the back. So, really locked in. And the guitars seem to be flying now. So,
well, I think that's definitely been a thing. I think, you know what I mean. Like we have purposely tried to lock in a bit more with this album. You know what I mean. And again, like Ramesh, when we were recording with Ramesh, there was bits of bass drum that I added too much, and he was like, right, that doesn't go with the bass.
right.
Cut that a little bit out, and we'll go for the straight. Do you know what I mean? Like, so.
And obviously he knew us better as well.
100%, 100%, yeah. It makes a difference working with somebody like that as well. You know what I mean? So
we got to the studio, and with me anyway, he just almost instantly knew how to dial in my tone. He just would change a few knobs, add a few, and it was just it's like he knew exactly how we wanted the sound.
I think the good thing is about this album as well is he had his direction, which he wanted to take it as well. Didn't he? Do you know what I mean? Like that, and which means he obviously thought about it going in before we went in. You know what I mean? Like so, and ultimately, that's the reason we use him. Like he's not only a good producer, but he's he's very, very good at just his ear is unbelievable. You know what I mean? So I think definitely with this one is like the guitar work on it. the vocals, just everything is just way better than what it was in the first album. I love the first album,
I love
but
it too, yeah.
the second album when it comes out is the Dogs. Like,
So you come up with the title then?
I did actually, because when we were playing the riffs, I just started singing anything
Yeah.
when we came up with the song. And the first thing that came into my head was I started singing March of the Gods
Right.
for that specific song. And Richard went, oh, that's a tidy title, that's a good title. And it sort of stuck. And the title just kept coming up and coming up. So we put it all forward for the title of the album, and it stuck, and that's the direction we went in.
Yeah. Worked well, didn't it?
It worked quite
yeah,
well.
whereas with the first album, it didn't quite work like that, did it? We were like,
No.
we were struggling with things to do with the first album. We were like, oh, I don't know, what are we gonna call it? And we were like, right. We found a bit on
History.
Google, yeah, and it was like, right, that's what we're gonna call it. That's the year that was the first documented signing of the Kraken, so to speak.
But it did
So-
work out well.
Yeah, it worked well, yeah. But I think again, like I think just things with this album have just been so much easier.
Yeah.
Like, even down to the name, like you know what I mean. Like recording
Everything,
was so
yeah.
much easier. Every part of it was so much easier, wasn't it?
It all just fell into
Yeah.
place, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
we didn't really have to. We didn't struggle at all with the organisation and arrangement of it. It just even one song just goes into the next, and it just fits perfectly.
Yeah.
We weren't arguing over anything that's
No, I think the funny thing is that the order of March of the Gods is the order we wrote them in.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's almost like we've unintentionally crafted it for that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so yeah, I think that's a very cool thing. I think that's,
It's okay.
Aye.
Oh, sorry. Did I interrupt you?
No. I'm
Ah,
just saying,
all right, okay. Everybody has their fair share, a fair turn. I mean, we could dissect each song, but I'm not going to. I mean, I'm going to ask you individually, what songs you like best about on the album? So, for you?
My favourite track is March of the Gods.
Yeah.
Not because it's the title track, it's just the one that I think sort of musically encapsulates. I think it's the one that's got the most elements of the first album, but it also shows the progression. I think the guy that did the engineering put it the best one. We were in the studio and we had the first playback. We listened to that track and he was like, yeah, you actually go on a journey listening to that, didn't you? And I think you do. It's the one with my favourite guitar solo as well, which that's not a reason to like a song, but it's just...
You've got to let your ego fly at some point.
I actually like all the tracks, but that is my stand-up track.
Okay. What about you, mate?
My favourite track has to be hands down Chainsaw Saviour. It's
Yeah.
it's just ballsy, it's heavy, it's slow. And the subject matter as well, the story it tells, I just love it.
Yeah.
My favourite, yeah.
Okay. It's basically based on a classic film, and
It is indeed.
Yeah.
It is indeed.
the name escapes me because I'm here trying to rack my brain.
It's basically The Evil Dead.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one I was thinking of.
That was so much fun to film the video. For
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It was
tremendous.
a lot of fun. That was, yeah. Funny
That was crazy because it was like fair play to you, organised that video, and we went to the college and got all the makeup artists come from the college for the day, and this guy turns up and says, "Do you want owls?" I brought 5 live owls to the shoot. Yeah, come on,
We didn't even have to pay for them. We're not
we find a space for them.
Actually, though, right, you might know this, but I didn't. Right, owls are incredibly resilient to like explosions because we had some like fire drums, right?
Yeah.
And somebody said, "Oh, I think we could do with a bit more fire," right? And the guy, the farmer, he was like, "You want more fire? Do you? I'll show you fire." No, right? And he came back and with a block of paraffin, right? Chucked it in, and it's like the barrel's there, the owls on the fence by it, right? And there was lots of ash and people going, "Ah!" And the owls just stoic.
Battle owls.
They were just didn't even blink.
Yeah, just gave you that look.
Didn't know what the one owl hissed, didn't they? I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
As it got
Title of
sort
the next album, man.
Battle Owls.
Battle Owl.
Mate, it's the name of a great band, let alone album.
the good thing about them though, as the owl saw the sort of fire sort of building, they were going, ooh. Dad jokes.
Terrible. Anyway, so my favourite track is the opening track, Scream.
Yep.
Kind of similar to what Adam said, but I think it's also a journey of a song with highs and lows, and I'm I like the heavier sort of sounding songs, and that's definitely one of the heavier on the album. But
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
it's like a 6-minute song condensed into, what is it, 4 minutes?
That's
3.5, something like that.
Yeah.
There's just so much going on, but and the riffs are nice and heavy.
Cool. What about
I
you,
think
sir?
my favourite track is at the moment Magnum Opus. I think it's just an amazing driving track. It's sort of I'm always trying to slow down when I'm sort of and it's usually when I'm on this 40 sort of my limit.
It's actually about the car.
Yeah, just crank it up in the car, and it's just I love it. Yeah.
Watch your feet disappear on the pedal. Like.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just one of those songs that just takes you away.
Have you had your speed awareness course yet?
I have actually. Yeah.
I feel your pain, sir.
I got speeding twice in the last year.
Oh,
Luckily, not driving the band van. So.
Oh, yeah, there'd be your points, Ed.
it wasn't me, Governor. It was him. What about you, mate?
I think mine would be Hero. It's about Mark's dad, but I think in the band it's got a different meaning. Last year we struggled last year. We played without Adam. We played without Carl. It was. How would you say? It was a hard year, wasn't it? For
A
us?
tumultuous time.
It was.
Yeah, Carl's partner died. Adam's Mrs. mother died and all the rest of it. So, it was just it was a bit of a year. You know what I mean? Like
A lot of loss.
yeah. And I think So even though the song is definitely obviously about Mark's father, in the band, I think we remember it as just I think when we wrote that song, that was like the mid period of the year, wasn't it? Last year. And like really things outwardly were going really, really well, but then like things inwardly were like it was really difficult. It was hard, you know what I mean? Like we all done our best to get through it and all the rest of it. And I think just that for me just like is I don't even like listening to it, to be honest with you. It's an upsetting song, you know what I mean? Like but I'm glad so many people have got on board with it, and I'm glad that so many people it's done so well.
There's so much emotion in that song. I mean, you can hear it through the instruments before even getting to the lyrics.
Yeah.
Just a bit of a confusing one, because like Mark likes writing about superheroes, right? And when he first said he was writing a song called Hero, I thought it was going to be about like Superman or something.
Batman,
doesn't make it doesn't make any sense, does it?
Well, I can see him in a Batman suit on stage singing that song now.
All right, okay.
Challenge.
Like Del Boy.
Pete dressed up as Robin, like it's just sort of.
I think the good thing is about that song in particular is we've always had that. We've always been able to do that.
Yeah.
But we've never ever shown we can do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like so. We'll go to practice sometimes, and like we'll start playing like stupid jazz versions of our own songs. Like sometimes, like just literally just messing about, like just see what comes out. And I think like I've been saying for ages, and like we need let's bring it down. Like let's start showing this. Like, and I think halfway through March of the Gods is a good time to show it. Like you've got 4 like fast and hard and heavy songs, and that is just smack in the middle. And it's just it is just
ground.
It's a nice it's a nice
Grounded.
little
It's very grounded.
it's a nice little halfway of the album. So it's
I think it also relates to a lot of people, not just amongst yourselves. I mean, a lot of people gone through what you've been through, and
we've had a lot of messages
Definitely.
of that nature where people have said that it's hit a spot with them, and that's what we kind of wanted to do.
That's at the end of the day, like I said, we've always had that ability to be able to do that. And Adam, you know what I mean, like fantastic blues player, and it's just nice to show it, you know what I mean. So, but I don't think we're going to be showing too much of it. It's like a little flash to the leg, you know what I mean?
flash, a little tease.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about the tour that's coming up. Well,
March of the Gods
yeah, there's a few dates there.
Yeah.
Anybody remember them?
Yeah, well, not exactly. But yeah, album launch is doing really well. Pretty much all the dates are doing pretty well. Wise, you know. So yeah, I mean, again, like when in the plan for the album, like when we were talking early last year, you know, we never done the tour with the first album.
Right.
So we were like, right, well, that's one of the things that we need to do with this album. You know, we need to big it up and all the rest of it. And then, like, you know, December came along and we got Stone Dead.
Yes.
And then the Bloodstock crew came along, and then there's like other stuff going on and all the rest of it now. And now we got this like massive year ahead of us now.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoo, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. But the difficult part of it, I think, is, and we're all struggling a little bit with it, is the fact that we're not playing until April. Do you know what I mean? So like we finished before Christmas, but then it's like 4 months off.
I'm missing gigging.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, so yeah, I think we're all. I'm definitely. So I kind of like got to learn to be a father again, which is weird.
Yeah, these kids have a habit of turning up and go.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, which is, you know, obviously I love my kids and all the rest of it.
Of course you do.
But you know, it's it's just the year we got coming up is like unbelievable. So
It is, yeah.
yeah, you know,
Stone Dead was quite cool, wasn't it? Really.
yeah, massive. Yeah, I literally cried when we got started because I was like, this was in the plan. This was in the plan. This is what we wanted. You know what I mean? Like, and luckily, like, everything that's been in the plan, we have actually gone and achieved at this point.
It's insane. It's like we did. Yeah, we got announced for Stone Dead. It's like there's nothing that could possibly come along that could match that, and something did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bloodstock Winters.
Winter Gathering.
Whatever it is. Yeah, Winter Gathering. Sorry. Yeah.
That's just fantastic. You know, out of all the bands in the UK, you know,
They picked us.
You know, we've got a slot. We just can't believe it.
Yeah.
Didn't you play a couple of years ago on the Jaeger stage or something?
Yeah, we did last year.
The EMP stage,
Yeah, EMP. Sorry. Yeah. So.
Well, that was brilliant in itself, wasn't it? You know what I mean?
That was a brilliant.
That was a
yeah.
great.
That was incredible.
That was my first Bloodstock experience.
And mate,
Yeah.
I thought-
Did you have lots of therapy afterwards? Because
The following day, we went straight into the studio. Well, actually,
Really?
Monday.
Yeah, that's when we recorded March of the Gods.
so quite hot on it then, really. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all in
shows.
good spirits, all buzzing for the weekend.
Yeah. But yeah, as for the March of Gods tour, like everything's going really well for it. We had a meeting last night with the manager Kerry, start planning like a little bit. You know what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and make the album launch a bit of a spectacle, and we.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then planning Stone Dead, what we're doing for Stone Dead, and all the rest of it, and yeah, just planning the whole year ahead really. And I think we're nearly done with it, aren't we? You know what I mean? We just gotta actually start gigging again. No?
Well, we got to remember the songs first, don't we? We learn the set.
So it's all gone really, really well. So
So March of the Gods can be pre-ordered where?
King Kraken, Big Cartel.
Right.
So we've got all sorts of bundles on there that you can order. We've just put up 2 more cheaper bundles as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
So everything's going really well there as well. So yeah, it's all looking sweet, isn't it? It's a bit scary, isn't it? Compared to last year, we were like, oh.
We've got the albums coming shortly as well. We just can't wait to get our hands on it.
Everything's been ordered. Like within like the next month now, we should have it in hand, and
They're all ready.
everything is ready to go. Like so,
Ready to roll.
Yeah, can't wait to get out there, can we? Like it's mad.
I can't wait for the new CD because my car has been crying out for something new for the last 2 years. It's had the first album on repeat for the last 2 years. So yeah, as soon as I get a copy, it's going to be in.
Yeah.
You haven't worn out the CD?
It's skipping a little bit.
Yeah, see.
See, I haven't listened to the first album for ages. I haven't. I haven't listened to it for ages.
The truth is coming out here now. Okay, guys, it's always a pleasure to speak to you, whether we just bump into each other in a festival or meet like this for an interview.
Yeah.
I've got to say, the first album was great. This is an absolute belter. This is going to take you sky high, guys.
Oh, thank you so
I'm
much.
really impressed with what you've done.
Thank you so much.
What it actually means, I don't know from what I say, but you know, like I say, you've coalesced everything, and condense your sound, and it's all come together, and it's just brilliant. Absolutely, yeah. A dozen, well, not quite a dozen banging tunes, and the artwork as well is stunning.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And the production, like I said, Ramesh, he's done such a great job.
Yeah, well, like when we spoke about the album, we all said like everything needs to go up. The artwork needs to go up. The production needs to go up. Everything, every part of what we're doing needs to go up. So yeah, I think we've achieved it. Boys.
Yeah, go on, bring him.
Get in, lad.
Listen up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to wish you the very best, but you don't actually need it. You've done the best, and it shows.
Thanks.
And I think
Thank you.
you won't be talking to me in a couple of years' time. You'll be talking to the big guys. And, you know.
All the big guys, isn't it?
What are you trying to say? King Kraken, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you very much.